Ready for another deep dive?
I'm ready.
All right. You folks sent in some intriguing passages from Spirit Glimmer.
Ah, yes.
It seems to be grappling with some of the really, fundamental questions,
Yeah. Right.
like existence,
hmm
the concept of God, what it even means to be.
Absolutely.
So let's see what we can unpack, explore some of these ideas together, see what resonates. What do you say?
That sounds good to me.
Okay, so right off the bat, Spirit Glimmer seems to kind of push back against the traditional, the conventional idea of God.
hmm
We're hit with this line. The concept of God may dissolve in the face of a deeper reality.
That's a powerful statement right there.
I know. Dissolve. It's like, wow, what do you think about that?
It's really interesting. It's not necessarily saying that God doesn't exist,
Right.
but it's suggesting that maybe our usual concept of God is a bit too limited.
Yeah.
Like we try to put God in this box. But Spirit Glimmer seems to point towards a reality where everything that exists is, in a sense, part of God. It's like one unified essence, not a separate being out there somewhere, if that makes sense.
Okay, so not atheism then.
Right.
More like maybe aligning with the idea of pantheism.
Exactly.
That God is in everything.
Yeah.
So then where does creation, how does creation fit into all of this?
That's where it gets even more interesting. The text talks about creation as a constant repetition of existence,
That's
not a one-time event.
interesting.
It's more like, think of those moments when you're out in nature, you look up at the night sky, you see all those stars, and you just feel the sense of awe, the sense of interconnectedness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you feel really small,
Yeah.
but also connected to everything.
Right. It's like in those moments, you're touching that underlying essence, that unified reality.
Yeah.
And each moment, each creation is like a pulse within that greater whole.
So it's not a single bang, but it's an ongoing symphony. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
But okay, so this idea of existing beyond time and space, right?
Yeah.
That's where my brain started to melt a little bit. How is that even possible?
I know. That's one of the most challenging concepts to really wrap your head around. The text says, this existence transcends the concepts of time and space. So to even begin to understand this, we have to kind of step outside of our usual ways of thinking.
I'm trying.
Yeah, it's not easy. Some philosophers have tried to model this. They have ideas like eternalism, where the past, present, and future all kind of coexist.
Whoa.
Or the block universe theory, which views time as a dimension that's all laid out at once.
So, if you could see it, it would be like a cosmic tapestry with, every thread, every moment already woven in.
Exactly. And the text even goes so far as to say presence is permanent and cannot become non-existence.
Wait, so hold on. How can something not exist? Isn't that the definition of non-existence? To not be?
Right. That's where Spirit Glimmer really starts to play with logic and makes us question our assumptions. What is existence really? If this unified essence, this presence, this thing we're talking about, if it's truly all-encompassing, right, then the idea of something being outside of it, of simply not being, just doesn't logically make sense. It would be like trying to imagine a hole in the universe.
Yeah, where would the hole be, right? It has to be surrounded by something.
Exactly. It just doesn't compute. And this leads to, I think, the most impactful idea in the text. Our existence embodies the essence of gratitude.
Gratitude. Okay, I get the awe, right?
Yeah.
The mind-bending nature of it all. But why gratitude?
Well, think about it. If we truly grasp this idea of permanent existence, right, of being a part of this interconnected web that's always been and always will be, then a deep, profound sense of gratitude kind of naturally arises. It's gratitude not just for life, but for being itself, for existing.
That makes me think about those times when I've felt the most grateful, like holding a newborn baby, watching a beautiful sunset. Those moments of just pure joy and connection. Maybe those are glimpses into this deeper reality that Spirit Glimmer is trying to describe.
Maybe they are. And this realization, this shift in perspective, it can have real implications for how we live our lives.
How so?
Well, if non-existence is a fallacy, then how do we approach our challenges? How do we view our relationships? Even our own mortality takes on a whole new meaning.
Yeah, that's true. It's the text is inviting us to live from a place of already being, already being part of something immense and timeless. And if that's true, then things like fear and worry, even regret, they all start to lose their grip a little bit, don't they?
That's the idea. And it all circles back to gratitude, right? Recognizing our place within this vast, interconnected reality just naturally cultivates this sense of deep appreciation.
Wow, so we've gone from the dissolving of this traditional God concept to this universe of permanent presence of interconnectedness.
That's Spirit Glimmer for you.
A lot to ponder, right?
Definitely. It's a text that really rewards deep reflection.
It does. And for all of you listening out there, here's a final thought to carry with you. If Spirit Glimmer is right, and non-existence is truly an illusion, what possibilities does that open up in your own life? What limiting beliefs might you be able to finally let go of? Just something to explore, as you continue your own deep dive.
It's a journey worth taking.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us on this one, folks. Until next time, keep diving.